Okay, so we've talked a little bit about resonance and resonation, which is another way to say vibration. And we have a couple of different places that we can experience resonance. So we can experience it in our chest cavity. We can feel when we sing, ah, we can feel sort of an activation in here and in our lower body. We can feel it in our throat. When you even talk, you can feel the vibrations. That's a form of resonance. It's a resonator, if you will. We can feel it in the mouth. We can feel it in the nose, especially if you go, you can feel it up here. So everybody go, you feel that right in your nose? So the nose, the nasal passages are actually a resonator too. And then other places in the face, you can feel it, like when teachers say sing in head voice, or you should sing in your head voice, or lighten it up. What they're meaning is that we want the resonance to be higher. We don't want you to feel resonance down here and in your chest cavity as much as we want you to feel it in your face. So like when you go, ah, it should be more up in here and less down low, less chesty. And that has to do with how it vibrates in your body. So those are different places that the sound can resonate. And you'll feel that when you sing, even if you don't sing with vibrato, you'll feel that these parts of your body do vibrate, or they have a brilliance to them. And that's something that you should explore and not be afraid of. But again, don't do anything that hurts. If something feels uncomfortable, don't do it. All right, let me see if there's anything else we were going to talk about on that. Questions, comments?
Is there a special resonator that we're like always supposed to use or like sing into or something? That's my question.
Well, I think that the resonators are, I don't know, I think they all kind of are important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I was going.
Okay. Like, is one better than the other? I don't know. I think they're all important.
Yeah. And it just, Amanda named all these resonators, and that's not to say that you need to like use a specific one or like put the sound in a certain place. Exactly. Or something like that.
It's just where you'll feel it.
Yeah.
Or what's actually happening in your body. So, very good question. Thank you. All right, and I wanted to just address, I know a couple people have had questions about their vocal range or their voice register. And so I just want to talk about that a little bit. When a lot of people start singing or they don't have a lot of experience with professional voice training, they have a very small range, like maybe even an octave only. And that's totally normal and that's totally fine. But what that means is that we as teachers can't tell you what you are. We can't say, oh, of course you're a soprano. We can't tell because with training, your range might expand like this, or it might expand like this, or it might just go a little bit this way. There's no way to know as the muscles start to be more flexible and you start to get better trained, there's no way to know how much you will expand. So it's difficult for us to tell you, we think you're this, we think you're that. We can give you an idea, or we can say, I think you're going in this direction. I think this piece is good for you now because of such and such, but maybe over time this piece will be good for you. I know Santiago and I have talked about that, having, he's got a great bottom register, and he has top notes that I think are going to be there, but they're going to take time, and so some of the pieces that we've worked on we have to just put away for a little while and look at them later when we've expanded that range a bit. So, that being said, there are still places that are important for every singer, and these are called passaggi, or the passaggio. Oh, does everybody have this? Yeah. Okay. So let me just quick write that on the board so that you know what I'm talking about. All right, so passaggio. You usually see it as the singular, not the plural. What this is where the voice changes from one register to the next. So let's say this is your range. You can sing a C major scale, and you get kind of uncomfortable if you go higher than that, and you get kind of uncomfortable if you go lower than that. So that's fine. This is your range right now. And let's say something kind of weird happens right here, you know, between E and F. It's just, it feels weird. Something is different. That might be one of your passaggios. It's basically where your voice changes from a lower color or a darker color in a lower register to a higher register or a lighter feel, lighter color. Sometimes known as chest voice and head voice. Or this would actually be more like middle voice, I should say. And then you'd have, if you expanded your range, eventually you would find that this is another passaggio, and that goes up into your head voice or up into falsetto if it's in your octave. So that's just a little bit about that. And I just wanted to bring it up quickly because I don't want you, when you're practicing, to feel like something is wrong if you hit one of these spots. Nothing is wrong, it's perfectly natural, and we as teachers are going to work to try to blend it so that you don't sound like a low singer here and somebody else here and like a little flower princess here. We don't want you to sound like 3 different singers, we want you to sound like one singer the whole time. But that doesn't happen overnight either. So just be aware of that and don't be afraid of it. Okay, any other things that we need to address? Okay. So then, without further ado, I think we're going to look at this Bach piece, Bach chorale. Do you have a copy of it? Okay. So now we're moving out of the Renaissance. Oops. We're moving out of the Renaissance and we're moving into the Baroque period. And we talked a little bit last week about melismas and coloratura and those sort of fast portions. And Bach does a lot of that, but he doesn't really do it in his chorales. So it's a good place to start because there's a lot of funky stuff, funky notes going on, but not a lot of the really fast things that are just plain old tricky. So we're going to start with this one. It's in English, so you don't have to worry about trying to learn German in, 15 minutes. And before we start, I think David probably wants to warm you guys up a little bit.
No, actually, I'd like to start singing.
Yeah? Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Is that good for you guys? Do you just want to sing? Okay. So what key are we in?
F major.
F major. And let's start with the soprano line. Well, let's just start with F, I guess. Can everybody sing an F? Does someone have perfect pitch?
Ooh.
Okay, and what's your first note? Okay, good. And yeah, Santiago, you can maybe sing the first phrase up an octave and the second, so the first stanza up an octave, the second stanza down. How about that? Okay, good, and everybody else, it's soprano line, so we'll start there. So, first note tonight, let's just do do, 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 do. And, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
think you're in
reading.
church yet?
Good, so let's do it one more time. This time we'll do it on solfege. And you guys can sing out. Don't be shy. Now you've all done it once, so you're not sight reading anymore. So solfege. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we want to learn another part now? Or do we want to put words on?
I think maybe we should just take a look at the words since they'll be same for the all parts.
Okay, then let's do words.
I say we can just completely ignore the repeat, so just only look at the top
Yeah.
line of words.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's 2 lines of words. I was wondering why there's 2 lines. I thought there was like 2 verses.
Yeah, just for the repeat.
Right. So yeah, just the top line of words. Are there any weird words?
Well, why don't we just go through it once so that we're all on the same page. So, Jesus, bread of life from heaven. Your turn.
Jesus, bread of life from heaven.
Good. Never be thou vainly given.
Never be thou vainly given.
Good. And thou means you. It's an old-fashioned term for you. Let me learn its depths, indeed.
Let me learn its depths, indeed.
Good. While on thee my soul doth feed.
While on thee my soul doth feed.
Good. And thee also means you or your. Or you in this case. Let me hear so richly blessed.
Let me hear so richly blessed.
Be hereafter to thy guest.
Be hereafter to thy guest.
Good. So we've got thou and thee and thy in this. And those all mean you. And it's just an old-fashioned term for you. So if you see that, that's what it means. Let's try it on the words.
Good. Yeah, okay, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus, bread of life
where I messed up?
I messed up a lot.
Yeah, so just take a quick look before we move on and notice where, where the consonants actually fall and where they don't. And then maybe we can take a look at the alto part on a neutral syllable for first time.
So what's your first note in the alto part?
Fa.
Can everybody sing it? Alright, here we go. Let's do solfege again, because it's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fa, mi, re, do, fa, fa, mi, fa. Sol, fa, 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 mi, re, mi, fa, fa, mi, do. La, sol, fa, sol, la, la, mi, la, sol, fa, mi. Fa, fa, sol, la, la, sol, la, sol, la, mi. Mi, fa, sol, fa, sol,
Although you guys got one of the tricky spots.
Doth be.
Yep. That one was tough. Doesn't do what you think it's gonna do. And then the ending is kind of tough too, where you go down to the C. But you guys all got that. Good. Want to try that on words? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Not actually asking a question. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus bread of life from heaven.
Let's do that one more time.
Who remembers what that word is? Anybody? And you don't get to say. Who remembers what that word is right there where you all disappeared? Thou. And what comes after it?
Vainly.
Vainly. Okay. So I want to hear everybody singing thou vainly this time. Okay?
Good.
Yeah, I'm watching you hard.
And sing out like you guys did the second time that we did it. But then now you guys are chickening out again. You guys got it. All right, sing out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus bread of life from heaven, never be thou waiting given. Let me learn these things.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right, my bad. Okay, we'll go on. Where does doth come there? Let's try that phrase again. While on the. Yeah. Good. Want to try that one more time? Gotta figure out where the words go and where the notes repeat. That's the tricky part. All right, one more time from B here. Yeah. Good. Do you want to try it as 2 parts?
Yeah. How about just that side of the room sing alto and this side of the room sing soprano, and if you're in the middle, just, you know, choose your own part.
Yeah, I can't play both parts, so I'll help out the altos because that's harder always. All right, here we go. I don't know which part, who's doing what.
These guys are doing sopranos, those guys are doing altos.
Okay, great. Here we go. Everybody sing your first note on E. E. Okay, good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus bread of life from heaven, never be thou waiting given.
Good, and sing out.
Let me learn its empty, while lay my soul down thee. Let me hear so richly blessed, be here unto thy guest.
You guys
Good.
sound really nice. You just
Yeah.
sound like you're still afraid of something.
Yeah.
I promise no big bad boogeyman is going to come out of the page and yell at you. So you can sing out. You all sound beautiful, just so you know. Yes.
It's true. So there are no tempo markings on any of these. What do you think about the tempo that I chose? Fast, slow, or just right?
Gian, what do you think? Yeah. You think it's fast? Okay, good. What do you think?
A little bit slower.
A little bit slow. You think he should play slower, or that he's playing too slow?
He's playing just.
He's playing too slow? Okay. Catherine?
I think it's a little fast.
You think it's a little fast? Okay. Jane?
I think it's a little more fast.
You think it's a little fast? Kingy?
More faster.
You think it should be faster? I think it should be faster as well.
I think it should be faster too. That's interesting that a lot of you thought it should be slower.
Yeah.
I hear it, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I'll play the right rhythm.
Yeah, I hear it the same.
Yeah. Because any slower, you kind of lose a sense of the harmonic rhythm. Because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Is where the harmonies are going and how you get there. And that's kind of how you choose the tempo of all of these.
Well,
And also the fast
words.
notes. Otherwise, you can't.
Well, and the words too.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we're saying Jesus, bread of life from heaven. So clearly, this song is meant for, you know, Christians in some kind of a church or hall of worship, and they believe, you know, in Jesus, and that when they have the bread, it's like giving them new life. It's like giving them a little bit of Jesus, and so it's a very happy song in that sense. Like, you know, they're happy that they're getting this, but they're also making sure that they can always remember that. You know, let me learn its depths indeed, while on thee my soul doth feed. So while on you meaning Jesus, my soul feeds on you, right? Yeah. So so think about it in terms of like a fervent Christian. Pretend all of a sudden that you're a fervent Christian just for this song and sing it like you're a big Bible thumper. Okay, do you know what a Bible thumper is? You ever heard that term? It's somebody who believes very strongly in the Bible, and it's like they just go, and the Lord said, and it's, yeah.
But I mean, church music is slow, and I think it's for a reason, because of the big cathedrals. If you sing this fast, all of the harmony is going to be gone in big cathedrals.
True, but at the Jesus, bread of life from heaven, that's really not that fast. I mean, it might feel...
Is that the tempo we were singing?
No, that's the tempo that we talked about moving to.
Yeah.
Oh, then I guess it's just the panic of sight reading.
So, yeah, and the panic of sight reading is definitely real, but why don't we switch parts and try it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
At our new tempo.
At a new tempo.
Okay.
David will play the alto and I'll sing the soprano part if you guys need help.
All right. Here we go. Our new tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus, bread of life from heaven, never be thine any given. Let me learn its sweet
My bad.
while on me my soul doth feed. Let me hear sweet Jesus, be
Yeah. We started to slow down in the middle there. We got caught up in our sight reading, so I sped up and went back to our original tempo at the end there.
Yep. Well, for the sake of being fun and awesome, why don't we take a look at the bass part and then just sing it up in the appropriate octave?
Or in your own octave for once.
Yes. Yes.
All right, here we
exactly.
go. Bass part. I'll
Can you
play
open
it.
the bass part?
I don't know if I can play it up the octave. I get confused.
Oh, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Because my hand, my brain thinks bass clef, and I can only play it in bass clef.
Yeah.
And as soon as my hand goes up, I can't think in bass clef.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I don't know why that happens.
Let's just do it on La right now so that you don't have to think about too many things.
Yeah, solfege. We'll do that later. All right. Yes. Yeah. La la la. I want to hear nice loud la's and nice tall ahs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
to that low F. Just so
Pretty typical bass line, I would say.
5, 1, 5, 1.
Yeah, well, and then we also sometimes get to sing.
Yeah.
Oops. So that's hard, singing a B flat and then a couple of beats later it's B natural again. Or to C major. Good times.
Bach's the tricky one.
Alright, how's your solfege and bass clef? Wanna try it? Alright, here we go. On solfege, bass clef. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fa, do, re, mi, fa, la, si, do, fa. Mi, fa, re, mi, fa, si, la, si, do, fa.
Wow, good so far.
La, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, sol, do.
Here comes the hard part.
La, si, la, si, do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, do.
Wow.
Do, si, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, si, do, do. La, re, sol, la, si, do, fa.
I'm a
Good.
little afraid that I'm hearing all of you ladies going down to that low F. You don't have to go all the way down there. But for now, I think we need to stop because we have to talk about a couple of things. We have to talk about a makeup class because of the snowstorm.
Forgot about that.
And we're doing duets next week for the people that have an assigned duet.
Who's my assigned to it?
What?
Who's with me?
You're not next week.
Ah, okay.
Just so you know, you'll be. Oh, not next week. Next week we don't have class because it's President's Day.
Yay!
Yay! I'm sure you're all excited to.
Oh.
Darn! I
That's what I was
know.
supposed to say, right?
It was very sad when all of my voice students today were so excited to not have to have a lesson with me next week. But anyway, so 2 weeks from now, rather, that's when we'll have duets. And then the week after, we'll do the other duet. If you,
2 weeks. We can. Okay.
well, because I'm not having lessons next
Okay.
week, because all my lessons are on
You
Tuesdays.
teach all Tuesday.
So,
Okay.
okay, so there's that. If you don't have a duet assigned to you, if you are wanting to do a trio, we are going to do either duets or trios after this. So maybe find a classmate that you'd like to work with or talk to us about something that you want to do, and we'll find a piece and we can get together and make it happen. Now, we missed a class 2 weeks ago because of the snowstorm, so we need to schedule a makeup class. And we have a couple of options. We can schedule an extra class, or we can stay 25 minutes late twice. So it's your choice. I don't know what you guys have after this. I know it's dinner time, so it's not like we want to keep you late all the time, but we could stay late twice, or we could make an entire other class day. What do you guys think?
I usually have something right after.
You have something right after this? Okay.
Anybody else have something right after that they want to admit to?
We're gonna do it today?
No, not
No,
today.
not
Not
today.
today. No, we're trying to schedule it. We just want to know who has something immediately after this. No? So if we only have one person with something immediately after this, we can work around that. You do too? Okay. So, all right, David and I will confer, and we'll send out an email with a couple of possible dates and times. And the time and date that has the most positive responses will be our extra class date. Okay?
What if we can't make that extra class date because of a crazy schedule or whatever?
Yeah, so we'll try to find the one that has the most, and if, there's one or two people that can't come, then you'll just be excused. So, and we can email you the quiz, or whatever there is to do. All right, any questions? Good question. Other questions, comments, concerns? Okay, awesome. Have a good week, you guys.